Hello, today I'm going to be trying out this Artisul M0610 pen tablet. So I'm going to unbox it, show you all the stuff that's inside, and then I think I'm going to try it with a quick speed paint, and I'll give you my review and first impressions afterwards. So here's the box. There's a nice illustration on one side, and then on the other side it shows you the features and what's in the box. So this tablet is supposed to work on Mac, Windows, and Android. It has a quick dial, a battery-free pen, customizable fast keys, a 10mm sensing height, 60-degree tilt range, and it also comes with some accessories. Well, let's open the box up. The box is pretty nice. It has padding to keep your product safe. Download driver manual link, and a warranty, and this is the tablet itself. So this tablet is pretty big. If you see at the top there, that's my MacBook, and I actually have a 17-inch MacBook, so it's pretty large. In the past I had a tablet that was maybe this size, and it was a much different aspect ratio. It's pretty interesting. Display resolutions used to be much more square as well. There's a lot more widescreen monitors and laptops now. The tablet itself is not too heavy. This is the dial and customizable buttons that it mentioned on the back. Underneath there, we have some accessories. So here's the pen. As it mentioned earlier, it's batteryless, and I'm actually pretty curious how that works. So I just opened it up, and you can't really see it there, but maybe you can see it here. There's a very, very small circuit board inside. It comes with gloves, which is nice. Though I wonder why this is necessary. I'm guessing you can't use your fingers on this tablet surface. So is there a need to cover the palm of your hand? I mean, it's really nice to have though, because I have an iPad too, and I suspect this would maybe come in handy when I'm using like a screen type tablet. This glove is pretty small. Like I would consider pretty small hands, and it fits almost perfectly. In fact, my pinky finger is a little bit longer than the pinky finger of this glove. So if you have small, petite hands, you will definitely be able to wear these gloves. But they're also stretchy, so if you had bigger hands, I think it would work too. And then here we have a little cloth to clean the tablet with, and a quick start guide explaining the working area, USB ports, the keys, everything that's inside, how to set it up, how it works with an Android phone. So here we have the connector cable to connect it to your computer. So it seems it's USB-C to the tablet, and then it's USB-A to the computer. So I will need a dongle. Here we go. And here, oh wait, what the heck? This comes with a little dongle. Okay, nice. Hopefully I won't have to use my own dongle then. I'm connecting it to a MacBook, so it's USB-C only. Let's see. Okay, we'll see if that works. This little baggie, it comes with a bunch of extra nibs, so I guess you'll never have to worry about your nib wearing out or breaking. This little metal ring is for pinching onto the nib to remove it from the pen. And this is a little pouch for your accessories. So I guess your pen, the cloth, the gloves, and probably that wire all fit inside this, so you can carry it around easier. So a pretty nice thing to include. So that's it for everything in the box. I'm going to hook this up to my MacBook, and install any drivers I need, and see how long it takes for me to actually start drawing with it. I realized I might as well do the review as a voiceover while you watch my speed painting, so I'm going to do this instead. On the screen here is the really old square tablet I used to have that I mentioned earlier. Installing the tablet and getting started didn't take too long. I'd say around 10 to 15 minutes. So first I had to go to their website and download the driver. It was mostly straightforward, except I think their driver certificate is outdated. So on the Mac, after it tells you that, you have to go into your security settings, and there's a way to allow the driver to install anyways. But after that, I restarted my computer, and then plugging in the tablet worked just fine. I've been using my iPad Pro and Apple Pencil for digital art recently, and the weight and feeling of that pencil is quite different from this tablet pencil, and in the beginning I definitely had to get used to it. For example, this tablet pencil is really light, which is probably nice for some people's hands. I think I prefer if there's a little bit more weight towards the tip of the pen, just because I have a pretty light hand, so it helps with pressing down. Something that I really enjoyed and was pleasant for me to use was the dial and the shortcut buttons. So after you're done installing the tablet, there will be a tablet settings application where you can set what you want the buttons to do, and like the pen buttons and the dial. I really enjoy using Clip Studio Paint as my drawing application, and it's what I used to use before I got an iPad and I was still using a Microsoft Surface. So what was nice is that the tablet settings already has specific tools and shortcuts from Clip Studio Paint, Photoshop, and Illustrator, and all of those are in drop-down lists that you can choose from to pick what the buttons do. So for example, I made the dial toggle brush size as well as zoom. So basically what happens is I can rotate the dial to shift zoom or the brush size, and it'll show what mode it is on the screen. And then if I want to flip between the modes, I can click the center button in the dial, and I think you can choose up to 5 different modes, but I thought it was easier to only flip between 2. I set the actual buttons to choose between the pen tool, the brush tool, eraser, and I also had undo, copy, paste, and the hand tool for moving the canvas around. In terms of the actual drawing experience, it was pretty pleasant. I'd say that for pen tablets like this, a lot of the feel of the drawing and the pressure is based on how you calibrate the software itself, not necessarily the hardware. So for this, I tried to do some tests on the sensitivity of the pen and trying to get really light strokes and little dots and stuff, and I didn't find anything wrong with it. I will say that after using a screen type tablet like the iPad, it feels a little strange having this disconnect between your hand and the screen, but it's also something where it's probably better for your posture because your neck is not bent because you're looking at the screen, and your wrist is not at an awkward angle either. I tried looking for some similar tablets online, and I think this Artisul tablet is supposed to be a competitor for Wacom's Intuos Pro large tablet, which I think is 5 times more expensive, and it also has the battery-free pen. And in terms of comparison to something like that, I think this will work perfectly fine. This is much nicer than the old, really cheap tablet that I used to use. But my personal philosophy on this stuff is, if it works, then it works, and what matters more is practicing and, you know, putting more effort into your craft. So it's great that there are products out there that are way more affordable but have honestly really similar technical specs to like big name brand items. The extra accessories are honestly freebies, but I will say the glove itself, I started drawing using the glove, but I had to take it off after a while because it felt like it was constricting my
blood flow in my wrist a little, so it's quite small. So you might not be able to use it as much if you have a bigger hand. Also, I ended up having to use my own USB-C dongle. The one that's included is USB-C, but it is not machined very well, I think. So basically, I couldn't really plug it into my MacBook without forcing it really hard. Like, it's at a level where I could definitely not plug it in one-handed. I have to support the other side of my MacBook with one hand and then force the USB-C plug into my computer, which I'm not super comfortable with, so I ended up using my own. I will say that I tried to use that same dongle on an old Huawei phone which has a USB-C port, and it seemed to work perfectly fine, so I'm guessing the Apple USB-C ports are just tighter. Anyways, those were my first impressions of using this Artisul tablet. Let me know if I left anything out and if you have any questions in the comments below. Ooh, also, they sent me this tablet for free to try and make a review of, but I'm not getting paid or anything, and I think they're gonna give me a coupon code for you guys to use if you do want to purchase one, so I'll put that in the description if you're interested. Thanks for watching!